Hello and welcome to Bristol. My name is Justin. I'm the owner of Team 53 and I've partnered with Coach Dave Academy and Impel Motorsports to bring you this week's Learn to Drive video for C Fixed at Bristol as part of iRacing's 2025 Season 2 Week 4 official series. If you guys can, make sure you hit like and subscribe. It does a ton to help me out. I'm a small-time short track racer here in Wisconsin, just trying to get a few extra views on the YouTube channel, a few extra likes to help us with our sponsorship search. So anything you guys can do is super helpful. Um, a little bit about me. I am about 12 years on iRacing, 7,500 I rating. I've been around for a long time. I've worked with probably a couple hundred drivers at this point over the course of the year, including some ARCA drivers as well. ARCA West worked with a couple of those series drivers. So um, yeah, if we can help you out, we'd love to. If you guys are looking to upgrade your sim racing equipment, head over to impelmotorsports.com. They're a huge supporter of mine. They're on most of all of my short track cars. I've not gotten around to painting a C-Fix truck yet, so they will definitely be on that with some prominent placement. But they've got some great Moza products at Impel. So I myself use a Moza R9 steering wheel. So definitely head over there. They've got some quality stuff. So qualifying at Bristol. There are two schools of thought for Bristol. Some people like to bottom feed, some people like to high side hustle. In this video, it was faster for me to high side hustle. I'm going to show you how. So we head out on track here. We're going to tire heat. Now you guys have to be careful in C-Fixed because they turn up the scrutiny a little bit in the trucks. But it's just a gas brake swerve. And you want to gradually get up to speed, which will hopefully help you from getting the black flag with the furl saying you got to reset for your laps to count. But we're going to go high here in 3 and 4 and get a nice run going down here across the start finish line. We're going to build momentum on lap 1. It's all about building momentum and heat in the tires. So we're going to go high. We're going to go high again, and we're going to try and get a good run coming off of 4 here. As we do that, we get to the start finish line. You can kind of see here we're about 1.5 squares off the wall, which is pretty standard for most tracks for me. Here at Bristol, there's this seam here in the concrete. You kind of line that up with your hood, and that's kind of how you know if you're up high enough coming off the corner. So we head for turn 1, and you can see here we're going to start to turn in very early, right about the time we get to where it says Cup Series, right before the wall switches from white to black here for the corner. So we're going to turn in, and we're just going to ride this top lane. So I come down a little bit, and this would be like, if you've ever watched the races, this is where a lot of the PJ1 is right in this lane, which is why it probably works so well for the trucks. So we drive in, we're going to kind of dime it, and you can see I keep just a little bit of maintenance throttle lift, and then as we're going through the pit exit, we give it just a little bit of throttle back, just to keep a little bit, and then as we get to center of the corner, the car diamonds up, we feed more throttle, and then we drive off. We go down the backstretch and we head into turn 3, and we're going to do the same thing. Just a little bit of a lift here to get this truck set. We'll grab a little bit of throttle before we get to the pit exit, and we're just going to ride this top side. We'll do a little dirt track cut down here on exit, and we'll use that to get ourselves a 5:26 lap time. So pretty good lap time there. It's a pretty easy drive. I think definitely there's more speed to be had in it, and we'll kind of get there. But I think here we go. Let's go in cockpit and we'll give you guys a view. Keep in mind I have triple screens. My far left screen is set so that my window net is where it would be in my real car. So everything's kind of adjusted based off of that. So here you go. And there is your 5:26 lap. So it's a pretty quick lap. You can kind of hear the car chip out or the truck chip out at the end of the straightaways. Kind of normal for these. In terms of race trim, it's a 75 lap race here at Bristol. And the big thing that you have at Bristol isn't so much tire wear, but it's tire heat. And the heat is really what slows you down. And because there's so much momentum being carried, so much speed being carried, it really builds the heat in the tires, and that's what's going to make it difficult for you. I ran a trim down on the bottom. This first run is down on the bottom, and then we move to the top. The top is definitely faster, pretty much everywhere you slice it here at Bristol, and it's definitely the where I would recommend that you guys go to. The bottom, it felt like to me, you just really have to be careful center exit when you get on throttle that the truck doesn't step out from underneath you. And it felt like the more laps that I ran down on the bottom, the freer the truck got. And so it made it a lot more difficult for me to keep it underneath me. But the top side seemed to really alleviate a lot of that. And you can see there I've spun out coming off, and that was just from running the bottom for a bunch of laps early on. I think if you're running the top here, you definitely, in terms of passing, it's going to be difficult, especially because the trucks chip out at the end of the straightaways. But what you can do is it's basically going to be like a dirt slide job where you drive it down deep, you go to the bottom, and then you slide up kind of center exit. Drive it in, slide up nose, and drive exit. Race pace for here, I think, you're probably going to see a lot of cautions because it's Bristol, but race pace, I would definitely try and back down and go no faster than probably a 6:69, 65, somewhere in there, about a tenth and a half slower than what your fastest optimal lap is. And that's really going to be the magic of trucks here at Bristol, right? Is going to be avoiding cautions that are bound to happen and then just kind of riding with it. You see here, after we get a few laps in, I play with running the middle a little bit more. I think there's definitely something there that you could potentially use. But again, the tires are going to degrade so quickly in these trucks that it's going to make it really, really difficult for you guys to get a lot on there. But yeah, I mean, it should be fairly quick. This is a quick video. We'll kind of leave it there. If you guys have any questions, if there's things you want to see, mention them in the comments. Head over to our Team 53 Facebook page. Give us a like there. Head over to our Discord. We're definitely trying to grow our Discord numbers. We're going to be doing a 500 subscriber giveaway that I'm just kind of finishing up right now. Some of the details with some of the giveaway pieces. So we hope to have that started here shortly. But best of luck, and we will see you guys in the next video.